Okay.
Do I need to start over?
Yes, ma'am, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. Again, good evening, everyone. I am Beverly Hatchett, current president of the PV Peer Review NAA Houston Alumni Chapter. I have been a member of the Houston Alumni Chapter since 1984, approximately 40 years. I have, my picture actually is in the Alumni House for raising funds for the Houston chapter and national. I have worked consistently on numerous committees. Have been a secretary for national for 4 consecutive years. I have been on numerous committees with the Houston chapter, as well as I stated, I don't know if everybody heard me, conventions. I have been and attended almost every convention except about 4 since 1984. I have more I might can say later, but I have worked consistently with the Houston chapter in many ways to continue to move it forward and to help it to grow and to do and be the best that it can be. Thank you.
Thank you, President Hatchett. And then next we will have Nitra Rose, who's also running for the position of president.
Nitra, you need to unmute.
There we go.
We can't
Oh,
hear you, Nitra. There
can you
you
hear me
are.
now? Okay. All right.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I am Nitra Rose. I have been a member of the Prairie View A&M Alumni Houston chapter for quite a number of years now. I've never been good with numbers, so I don't, a long time. I have participated on the board with the Houston Alumni chapter, as well as numerous committees within the chapter. I have also chaired the scholarship luncheon for the last 2 years. And I also participate with the National Alumni Association on a number of activities and initiatives as well.
All right. Thank you, Nitra. And next we will have Dr. Alicia Kizzy.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Alicia Kizzy. I have been a member of the Houston chapter of the PVAMU NAA Houston chapter for quite a number of years. I have served the last 4 years as the recording secretary. I'm looking forward to serving as your next vice president of this great chapter. And I continue to support not only the university, but also the chapter in many ways. I've also have chaired the annual fish fry fundraiser that we have each year for the past 2 years. So I'm looking forward for continuing again to serve the chapter as we serve students and the university. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kizzy. Next we will have Miosha Foltry, who's running for financial secretary.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Miosha Faltry, and I am currently a member of the Houston chapter. I'm not even going to quote I'm good with numbers, but I do not recall the year. And I'm also a lifetime member as well. By profession, I am a professional accountant for over 25 years, serving in various roles, from accounting manager to senior accountant to now doing tax expert with Intuit Tax Services, and just, pretty much everything I've almost touched, I think I can think of in the accounting and finance area. Very detail oriented. What else can I say? I do like numbers. I like to analyze them as well. I am currently the membership chair of the Houston chapter, and I work closely with the board, president, and the treasurer just to make sure we have good reportings of our numbers with those that are actually paid financial members, and doing our best to try to get our numbers back up. I graduated from Prairie View in 1998 in the College of Business with a degree in accounting. I don't know what else I was supposed to say, but I'm looking forward. Oh, I'm looking forward to working, continuing my service with, just that we be good stewards of our finances and to help, raise funds that we can help to contribute to the university in whatever capacity that, is earmarked or needed. And I'll turn it back over to Tamara.
All right, thank you, Miosha. And is Mary Garrett still on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and the position you're running for.
Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. Again, I am Mary Garrett. I am running for position of correspondence secretary. I've been an educator for 17 years, and I'm seeking the role of the correspondent secretary dedicated to sharing accurate and timely information with both the current and new members during our chapter monthly meetings for the 2025-27. I have been a member of the Houston chapter, I think, since 2021. I've been very active in supporting the chapter. There's donation of my time, donation towards the Hilltop Reserve at Prairie View, and also the foster care program with Mr. Norman. I've also been very active in several, I don't know if I said that now, several nonprofit community in the greater Houston area as American Heart Association, Ronald McDonald, the Houston Sports Authority, and also supporting and volunteering with the Houston HBCU Alumni Association, with the College Fair, and also the Counseling Summit yearly. This will be I think my third year. And the Women's Home in the Montrose area, and also Dress for Success. Presently, I am the Director of Marketing at the University Church of I Am in Manville, Texas, which I truly love serving the community and also giving my talents. So my motto is that collaboration and communication is the key to success in any aspect of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Next, we will have Diane Wilkerson, candidate for parliamentarian.
Good afternoon. I'm Diane Wilkerson. I'm currently a teacher at Austin High School. I'm over the dance team. I've been a member of the Houston Alumni chapter for 3 years, going on 4. I'm very active. I'm willing to do anything I can do to help the organization. And I'm running from parliamentarian, and I love Prairie View. Turn it back over.
All right, thank you. And last, we have Raymond Holly, who's the candidate for treasurer. Raymond.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Raymond Holly. I've been in the Houston chapter, I'm not sure if for a long time. I've held position of treasurer, vice president, financial secretary. I've done several other volunteer positions in the organization. That's I guess been all I got to say. I've also been on the national board as treasurer, and run their social media accounts. I do social media and other little accounts for the Houston chapter. I want to apologize. I guess we had problems getting the Zoom working. I think when I redid my laptop, so I wouldn't have the problems that we had the other night. come up with additional problems with having to sign back in. But other than that, like I said, I've done a lot of volunteer positions in the Houston chapter. I'm going to continue to do those positions. And that's about it.
All righty. Thank you, Raymond. So we do have members on the call from our election committee. For those that don't know me, my name is Tremira Simmons. I apologize for not saying that in the very beginning. So we also have, I believe, Karen Adams is on the call, Tony Washington, and Naima Townsend. So just before we get into the Q&A, we need to make sure that if you have not already done so, we are asking for you to please complete the Google form. You should have received 1 or 2, maybe even 3 emails, text messages to complete the Google form in order to receive your ballot. One of the things that we did notice that many of the executive board members did not complete it. So we're asking for everyone to please complete the Google form so that we know how you would like to receive your ballot, whether in the mail or via electronically. If we do not hear from you, then the ballots will be sent electronically and the ballots will be available. You will be allowed to vote on the August 16th meeting from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., just before the annual general body meeting. Okay, it was just a message that popped up. Okay, so what I'll do now, do we have any questions from anyone on the phone? If you want to put your question in the chat, I know there was a couple that was popping in. So Naima, if you could help me to receive the questions from the chat, and I will read some of the questions that has already come through, but if anyone would like to address a question. So one of the questions, so this is for both of the candidates. And Beverly will ask you to respond first, and then Nitra, you will follow. One of the first question is, and I won't read the names of the individuals who submitted the question. Why do you want to be president? Why would you be best candidate for this position? And we'll allow 2 minutes each for each person to respond.
A question before we start. Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Did I
sorry,
hear-
Joan. I'm sorry, I didn't see your hand. I'm trying to multitask, so I apologize. Go ahead, Joan,
that's
ask your
okay.
question.
I just want to know if somebody can tell me if I'm financial for this season, for this year. I didn't know. That's
Okay,
why I hadn't responded.
Okay, we'll have Raymond to reach out to you after this call.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Otherwise, I won't need to listen to the call. Okay.
Okay. You can listen, you just won't be able to vote.
I would say, what's your last name? I can send you a direct message while they're talking.
Garrett.
Garrett?
Oh, and not Joan Garrett.
Okay. Thank you.
Joan Garrett.
Okay.
So Beverly and Nitra,
Okay.
do I need to repeat the question?
The question is, why do I want to be president?
Why do you want to be president? Why would you be the best candidate for this position?
All right. I would like to be president because presently, as I am current president, there are several plans that I would like to continue to work on and to move forward with the chapter. So that's being president for a second term would allow me to complete what I have started. I feel I would be the best because I have always, as I stated, I have worked for numerous years. And there was a time when the Houston chapter went down severely in the early 2008 to 2009. Several presidents and I had to get together, past presidents and future presidents, Mr. McConaughey, Cleophas Shaw, several of us, Mrs. Smith. We didn't even have money for the scholarship luncheon. But we met at my home. We pulled us back up. We had membership was extremely low. And we worked hard. We went out into the community. We worked with businesses, churches, and this is how I've always worked. And I have always enjoyed what I do, and I continue to do so. So I have plans to, we started, first time we've done Zelle. We now have our funds. We had funds in our savings. We were getting 24 cents, 19 cents a month, a dollar when it was really great time in the year with the economy. But now for the first month, after changing that, we received $57 and I believe 81 cents. So there are things that we're trying to do, as well as to try to be a little more consistent and get ourselves more organized behind the scene with the Houston chapter. Thank you.
All right, thank you, President Hatchett. Nitra?
Sure. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm not talking to the mute again. I am running for president of the Houston Alumni chapter because I feel like our chapter has a massive opportunity to grow and to thrive as a chapter. My vision for the chapter is that to change that into a dynamic professional environment, a social connection, and a meaningful engagement that truly serves diverse for all our alumni and needs of our collegiate students that are currently at Prairie View as well. So I think we have a lot of opportunity. I have participated in a number of activities as far as raising money for scholarship funds for students during the scholarship luncheon, and I feel that this chapter could raise even more money for those students, as well as do more outreach within the community. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nitra. The next question is for, okay, this question is for the membership chair and President Hatchett. So, Miosha, this question is addressed to you first, then President Hatchett. The membership is on the decline. What are you doing to increase the role as the membership chair? And what is the progress moving forward?
Well, I know that our goal was to have 150 members. I don't recall if we've ever been at 150 in the last decade or so. But what I do know is that I have been working closely with our current president, which is President Hatchett, and we've had a lot of discussions on ways to be more intergenerational. And we have the membership committee has been meeting for discussions on how to get those that are the new grads to join the Houston chapter. I feel like if we can get those that are fresh out of college, bringing them in within the last, for sure from this year to the last 10 to 12 years, bringing in those will have a better turnout. I was class of 1998, so I'm working with, my class as well, trying to get them, activated. So just trying to, one, speak to our peers to get them to join. We have a few things for this fall, activities to get alumni active and involved. There was a discussion about having a raffle. There are different various fundraisers, ideas that have been shared. But we honestly need the participation of all members, all Panthers to reach out and connect. And if we have currently, I believe it's 133 or 132 members active, and each one of us invite one person. we will double our numbers. So we have to get out there and do the work collectively. We are a membership committee, but we have to go out here as well and recruit our colleagues, our classmates, our friends, and also I believe significant others and spouses as well. So, but there's been a lot of conversation about that and action. So you'll see more in the future.
Thank you. And President Hatchett?
Yes, regarding our membership over the years, and as I've stated, I've been here a long time, fluctuates. And there was one time we were over 200 and something members. A couple of years ago, a few years ago, I believe we were like maybe 180, and we had 150, and now we're 133. And recently, just a few days ago, I have discovered there are some who are members and are not on. And so I will be getting with Raymond to also ensure that they're included, added back in. We have had drives. We've given like gift cards. I've gone to homes. People have had activities at their homes even to try to help. And it takes all of us working together. And when we have the membership drives, each one, bring some. There are many slogans we've used over the years regarding our cards, what's in your wallet, to try to help the members to go ahead and start participating. This is not just the membership chair or the committee, it is the entire chapter. So we all need to work together and try to recruit and participate in these activities. We even had where if you bring in 7 members, you get you can use it toward a gift card or towards your membership for the following year. So there are a variety of things and also as Miosha has stated, that we are discussing to try to improve that, as well as we did have a change in the membership chairperson. So we continue to try to work on that. And as I stated, it takes all of us working together. Thank you.
Thank you. Tony, you want to ask your question that came to you?
Yes, ma'am. The question is directed toward Ms. Garrett. The question is, will you be available and present during your term?
Is Mary Garrett still on the line? Mary Garrett?
Mary,
I'm
you
here.
muted. There you
Okay,
go.
there you
I have a new phone. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yes, I will be present. Yes.
What would you do to be committed to this position?
Okay, I'm sorry. Repeat the question again.
How can you be committed to your position as secretary?
Corresponding secretary?
Yes, correspondent secretary.
Oh, okay. Well, I would be there present. I will make sure all the information is available. There might be Saturdays where I cannot be in person. I will be there on virtual. So just making sure whatever information the chapter needs, I will make sure it's provided. And if I'm not able to be there or whatever, if it's in person or virtual, I will make sure those who are the vice president or president, I will make sure that is done in a timely manner. But I will make sure all information is available.
Okay, thank you, Mary. So this next question is for President Beverly Hatchett and Vice President candidate Dr. Alicia Kizzy. There has been problems with reports being sent out on a timely manner. What is the process of moving forward?
Okay, now, can you give me some clarification regarding reports being sent out in a timely manner? What are you referring to? Who did they state
I'm
it for in
yeah,
the, in the,
I'm just
the,
reading
the,
the question.
okay, the
Yeah.
reports that I send out are provided before time. Um, if you're referring to like the meeting agenda, I send that out oftentimes the day before or the early morning to make sure I see it again. Um, Information that's given to me from the NAA, I send that out to everyone. Whenever we're doing meetings, all information that I have received from the national or information that I get from any event, I try to ensure that we are aware of it. So I'm not quite sure of that. I need a little more clarification on what they're referring to. But if that's been a problem, one thing we can do is try to do it like a week ahead to make sure that everyone sees it. Get the link um, and the reports, and then send them again the day before the meeting, if that is a problem for some. But again, I need to understand a little more what they're referring to.
Okay, and I'll reach out to the individual and
Yes.
just readdress it for the Wednesday meeting. Dr. Alicia Kizzy, did you want to respond to it, or you need more clarification as well?
No, I'll respond. In As vice president, I would prefer and certainly would look into tapping into the talent of our recording secretary. As the sitting recording secretary, there have been times where I've have taken the initiative and have asked to assist our president as well as vice president to distribute information. But I think that as I've sat in that role and have worked in this position, that it is something that I believe that the recording secretary can certainly take a more hands-on approach and participation in, as far as helping the president and vice president to disseminate information to the general membership. Also, working in partnership with the recording secretary to make sure that any finance reports or committee reports that need to go out, as President Hatchett mentioned, in advance of the general meeting, I think would be very beneficial to the general membership, especially when it comes time to voting on certain measures, and also just taking new ideas for new initiatives. That will certainly be helpful for them to at least have had the information in hand to review it, so that when we do get to the general membership meeting, there is more engagement from our general membership, rather than kind of a download of information from officers to the membership, but more of an engagement and back and forth between the membership and the officers. So I will certainly take the opportunity to work with the recording secretary as well as the corresponding secretary to help and partner with the president and vice president, such as myself in the position that I'm running for, to help distribute that information to the general membership in a timely manner. Thank you.
Thank you. I see a hand that's up. Whose hand is that? I can't see it from.
That's
Raymond.
my hand.
Okay, go ahead, Raymond.
Can you also have the other candidate for the position of president answer that question?
Which question?
The one you just asked.
Oh, about
About,
reports being sent
yes.
on time? Sure. Nitra, you want to address that question?
Sure. Well, my plan would be, as coming in as president, is that our executive board is delegated to get tasks out on a regular basis, and that also that we communicate to the chapter in a timely basis. Myself being very extremely organized, probably a little OCD at a point, but I think that consistency in everything. So we need to have some time, some date set, as well as time frames on when information needs to go out to the chapter. So if it is related to our meetings, our monthly meetings, those meeting invites need to go out on the same day at the same time every single month ahead of time, so that it's consistent, so that everybody that's a member is expecting that and knows when to go check for that information. Also, any information that's being sent out about things going on within the chapter that are already pre-scheduled, and setting up a calendar of events and things so that the membership knows ahead of time of what's going to happen on those days and when they will happen, will be helpful as well, to ensure that we not only get reports and information out to the members, but also the members have that information ahead of time to prepare for that accordingly.
All right, thank you. Karen, Tony, were there any other questions that came in from your end?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so then the next question, this question is for President Hatchett and the treasurer. However, Dale is not on the line. So Raymond, as the candidate for treasurer, the question is, there is no active budget. Why would a chapter be functioning without having an active budget? Where is the budget?
Um, we do have a budget, an active budget that we are working with monthly, weekly. This, we did not present it to the chapter, which we should have, but we have been working with it, with what we have. We did have it from the first year. This past year, we had started working on it, and I believe that may have been, I went in the hospital, but we do have a budget that we're working on. We do not spend any funds without working with our budget. We have not gone over the budget. That was something that occurred some time ago. I don't know, Raymond may can give me that information again, where we did have to uh, repay something from the previous administration, but we try to stay within the budget. And at this time, Raymond and our treasurer, Dale Roberson, have been discussing our date to have our budget ready for the August meeting coming up. We will be working on that. And once we meet, then we will get with the budget committee to make sure that that is done.
Right.
I can't hear.
I
Can
was
you hear me?
asking Raymond if he was to chime in.
Come,
Yeah.
Raymond.
Yes, again, this year, we didn't, I guess, complete the budget to get it out to the membership. And we have been talking about that in the last week or so to get together. So with myself, Dale, and President Hatchett, so we can work to get that budget submitted for next year's plan. And so other than that, the only other thing that we have not gone over any expenses. So we haven't been short with anything, but myself, Dale, and President Hatchett do have a plan that we're supposed to get together this, matter of fact, this upcoming week to get a budget together to submit to the membership for the August meeting.
Okay, so if everyone can stay on probably for about another couple of minutes, there's 4 more questions. And so each of these questions is for President Hatchett and Nitra Rose. So the first question to Beverly Hatchett: at the beginning of the current administration, around November of 2023, you spoke about implementing a welcome packet or bag as part of your membership campaign. You spoke of including a welcome letter, lapel pen, ink pen, and keychain for new members. Whatever became of that initiative?
Uh, I don't know who submitted that, but we did give out a welcome bag. It was purple with all types of items in it. We also have the pen. We also gave the uh, the card, membership card. Those were the items that we were able to put together to give to members. And this year, as I stated, we had to change membership chairpersons. So we have been working on just trying to do incentives to give to the members upcoming. Also, we did give membership cards, and we did give pens for the lapel pens. So we did not just go without giving to the members. So perhaps whomever asked this question did not get it at the beginning of the year. The little purple package that we had in particular, and they were very nice uh, packets for members. But if they can see me, maybe I have one or two left that they may could have. We didn't try to send that out again this year because it was donated to us, and we had over 200. And I guess sometimes some members, if they were here and we had them out on the table, they may have gotten another. But anyway, those were distributed. Pens were distributed. Uh, Membership cards have been made and distributed. And if you're not in person, we did not mail them. However, we can place that in the budget and have those mailed. And one thing I did discover, many people did not want a lapel pen. They wanted a membership card. So we went with the membership card. So those items were distributed. Maybe not all of them named, but the majority of the items.
All righty, we
You got,
have,
you got some hands raised, Kamara.
thank
Okay.
you, Miosha.
I know you said this question was for the presidential candidates, but it also is a tag on to membership committee. And I just want to share that we did mail out membership cards, a welcome letter, lapel pins if it was your first year joining the chapter, and a keychain. Most, if not all, members should have received that. If not, they should notify the membership chair because we were responsible for getting you your welcome letters. And yes, we did have a change in um, committee chairs or without a chair, whatever the case was. So we tried to play catch up. And if you didn't get it like August through maybe December or whenever I came in on board, October or so, if those are the people that may have been missed, but we honestly, everybody should have received it because I'm going off of the roster that is given from the financial secretary. So if your name was on that list and your address was correct, because that was another issue, there were a few things that were kicked back, then you should have received it. If not, please feel free to reach out to me.
Yeah, Miss YG.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Question regarding membership, and whoever can answer this or whoever feels like answering is fine with me. So it seems like there has been an issue with retaining our membership. I know when I first came in, membership seemed to be strong. Everybody was engaging everybody was enjoying themselves. But lately, that doesn't seem to be the issue. And we're having issues with retaining our membership. This can be for the current president, for the president candidate, or for membership. What are the plans? You're saying we need to get more membership, but what are your plans to retain the membership?
And
Um,
thank you for that question, Ms. YG, because that was a question that was also posed. So thank you for that.
all right. One of the things that I um, was asked about by one of the members was bringing in younger members and having activities that can get them more engaged and more active. And those are some items that we have been looking at, as well as the particular person who asked me about that. I do plan to meet with her. She has ideas to help stimulate the uh, the membership growth of the younger members. And we have always asked for if anyone wanted to participate in a committee or has ideas to bring them to us. And I even post that information where we need members uh, with each agenda. So I have noticed quite a few are online more so than in person here recently. But when enjoying themselves, maybe we need some other activities. One activity I wanted to bring back was we used to have a picnic, annual picnic, and the children were involved, the adults were involved. We had trophies, we had food, we had games, and it was a time of the year that we all looked forward to, and we got little rewards and trophies, and it was just a great time for all. So some activities such as that, and as I stated, uh, activities with younger members to try to engage in activities that they know about and feel can benefit our chapter with our growth and consistency.
Nitra, you want to address that question?
Sure. I think that one of the main things is, like I stated before, is consistency. I think one of your first things when anybody coming into any organization, I've sat in leadership roles on other boards of national associations. I actually work with our the learning and development team. I'm the manager of that team at the current company that I work for. So the first engagement that you have with people is the most important engagement. So when it comes to membership, when that person first joins the chapter, they need to be reached out to. They need to be contacted so that they're welcomed into the chapter, because that makes a difference. So if I pay my dues as a new member and I don't hear from anybody for 2 months, I'm probably not going to be as active in that chapter. So being consistent and welcoming our new members and ensuring that we keep that going on a regular basis and set up some processes in place. That way, if we do have to make changes in the membership chairs and leadership, that role can still continue because we already have that process in place. So somebody can easily take that over and at least do that in the interim until we get somebody else in place. The other thing is that we have to have programs and activities that cater to every and all age groups. We have a large number of seasoned members, which are great, wonderful members, and we want to make sure that we have events and we have activities for our seasoned members. We want to have activities for our younger members as well. So we have to cater to these audiences in different ways. One thing that we did when I first joined the chapter is that we used to have a pancake breakfast. And one of the initiatives at that time when I joined was we want to get younger members in, want to get this. And I said, well, I can tell you right now, nobody my age is going to a pancake breakfast, but they will go to brunch. So what we did is we put together a brunch, which was hosted at Lucille's, where people of all ages could come and feel welcome and enjoy themselves. I believe we signed up maybe at least 15 to 20 new members that day at that event. So sometimes it's just a matter of how you deliver the message versus how the message is given. So I think setting some concrete plans and putting some activities and things in place that cater to all ages and all of our alumni membership within Houston so that they can be a part and we can grow that membership from there.
Thank you. Yolanda, did you want Miosha as the current membership chair to also address that?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Miosha?
I'm going to piggy. I see a hand raised. I don't know if that was up before or after. Okay. I'm going to piggyback on what the two candidates have already said and what I've kind of mentioned earlier. We are intergenerational, and the disconnect, I think we need to figure out how can we connect these generations. Um, we need to aggressively think of things that will interact all at once, or from having, we also had not necessarily happy hours or social hours. We need to kind of get back to those things. Again, when I came into the chapter, we were actually going toward that direction, having social hours in addition to the scholarship luncheon, which brings out a lot of people and we see them. But what I noticed in that scholarship luncheon, a lot of people are either seasoned or middle aged, and I think we're missing, bridging that gap. How do we retain our membership? We just keep them active and engaged. We have more events, um, and show them the benefits of becoming a member. This is what you gain. But I also like to share too that you have to be motivated to want to stay and to continue on, within yourself as well. We can motivate you to sign up and pay your monies, but it comes from each of us outside of this phone call or this Zoom call, just to stay active. If it's something that we're not doing or there's some suggestions, maybe we should have a suggestion box. But I would start with the current roster that we have, and maybe even go back 5 years to try to see who's not on here since the numbers had decreased. Where did it drop off and why? We know that some people are no longer with us. They have transitioned to the afterlife. So therefore, those things happen. But we should also be increasing because we have a lot of graduates that are coming out of school. So we just kind of need to have a good sit down conversation and figure out how, what is the best way. But I think it starts with us as Panthers, if you were active before, to just kind of automatically come on back, to
All right. Thank you, Miosha. Dr. Kizzy, did you have a question?
No, actually, I wanted to add to or answer the question and just kind of add some
Absolutely.
insight. I think in order to bridge the intergenerational gap that everyone is talking about, it starts with engagement, and we have to engage the members who we currently have so that the excitement within the existing membership will spread to others. And certainly, consistency plays a big part of that. Um, you know, as officers, we should be able to plan a calendar of events well in advance of an upcoming election year or a year of service, because there are some events and activities that we participate in that's annual for us. That they're always recurring, And we shouldn't have to wait till the next upcoming year to wait and then start talking about it 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance of that activity when we already know 6 months prior that that activity is going to take place. So I think it's it's incumbent upon us as officers to do a better job in planning so that way we can do a better job in promoting and marketing those activities, and we can do a better job in improving the engagement of our membership so that others will see that, hey, they're doing something great, or when we're having these activities, we can extend an invitation to others, and when they come, they're excited and they feel the enthusiasm, and that is what promotes them to want to join in and continue with the excitement and the enthusiasm that's already present. So I just, I believe that as officers, it is our responsibility to make sure that membership engagement is present and it is something on the level that promotes unity within our chapter, within our membership, so that it can be extended to others as they come in and join. And certainly through outreach, we're able to reach newer alumni as they're graduating and not waiting until 5 or 10 years thereafter. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Thank you, Dr. Kizzy. Ms. YG, did you have another question? Okay, so since we have not, and I'll try to wrap these last couple of questions up, to candidate Nitra Rose, for the last couple of years, fundraising efforts have, what for the last couple of years, fundraising efforts have lessened. Do you have fundraising ideas that might improve income for the chapter?
Yes. Thank you for that question, Tamara. I do. I actually just suggested a fundraising activity in our last meeting where we were able to raise funds by selling playing cards. So that was one of the fundraisers that I actually brought up in our last meeting for our members to participate in. That has been a very successful fundraiser for a number of groups, as well as the class of 1975, which is will be receiving their gold jackets this year at the homecoming banquet. So that has been a very successful fundraiser for a lot of groups. It's a very easy, hands-off type of fundraiser. So looking at trying to be creative and think outside of the box when it comes to fundraising, I think it's going to be the most important thing that we try to come up with and do. So the playing cards was one of those. I think another other initiatives that we can create is just planning out different activities where people can participate. I know we've done the purse bingo, we've done the squares for Super Bowl, and so we have some different activities and different ways of raising funds currently that have been really good. But at this point, we probably need to take those to another level, and we just have to start thinking outside of the box so that we can create those fundraising opportunities for our chapter and help the chapter grow financially.
Thank you. And President Hatchett will allow you to answer the question as well.
Regarding our fundraising activities, I agree. There are other activities that we can be doing. The purse bingo, it appeared to be very enjoyable. The members who participated and friends appeared to be very engaged and thrilled over it. We broke even. We did not raise funds. So as stated, we plan to continue that and take it to another level in a manner in which to raise the funds. What is this? The squares that are done. What is that? When the football season, the major fundraising for scholarship. We had come up with a variety of activities during COVID. We were not able to have our banquet, our luncheon. So we did things such as raffling a hotel room at homecoming time. And giveaways such as the television and a variety of items with the tickets and so forth. But there are a variety of things that we're looking at. And as I've stated, I have been conversing with a member, and I'm open to the suggestion box. That's one of the items that I plan to have. If no one wants to come and talk or has the time, you can use that suggestion box. And yes, there are different things that can be done. Unfortunately, the fundraising idea that was presented at our last chapter meeting, the members voted to put it on hold until we come back because they wanted to understand it better. So we said we would present that again. Uh, but yes, there are fundraising ideas we need to come up with. And Miosha and I had also mentioned and discussed some ideas for the future. So that is something that we definitely need. But I am truly in agreement with having additional ideas and fundraisers, a variety for everybody to participate. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And so the next question we will have, it's addressed to Nitra Rose, but we'll have President Hatchett to also address it. PVNAA's Houston representation for the Houston HBCU Association have not been strong as it was within the past several years. Do you plan on changing that, and how?
I would plan on changing that because I think that's a part of community outreach. So I think that is something that we do need to be involved in. And I know when I first came into the chapter, the HBCU alumni was a huge partner with the Houston alumni chapter, and we did do a lot of initiatives together. So I think creating that partnership, putting somebody in place who can be a liaison between the two groups, also letting our members know what activities they have going on and what activities we need to support. And while we're supporting them, they would also support us as well in different initiatives and activities. So I think having a combined partnership with them would be a way to get us to engage with them a little bit more as we did in the past. And what was the second part of that question, Tremara? You're on mute, Tremara.
Sorry, do you plan on changing that, and how?
Okay. So how I would change that is actually meeting with the president of the HBCU alumni chapter and talking amongst the things that we can do together as both chapters to work closely together and create that partnership. So I think that will be the start of creating that partnership so that we can participate more in that organization as well as they help us to participate, because I think that's another avenue for membership as well. So we may have alumnus that are part of HBCU alumni, but not a part of the Houston chapter. So there are different ways, and it'll also help us with being in the community as well, because I know HBCU alumni does a lot of things within the community. So those are more opportunities for us to participate in the community as well, keep our members engaged, as well as keeping that partnership with that group and increasing the participation that the chapter does have with that group. Thank you.
Thank you. Beverly Hatchett, you want to respond?
Yes, we have been engaged with the HBCU. They have an activity with students, us mentoring. We've been doing that. We've been engaging with the At Ease. Mildred Bazile has been participating, and Mary Garrett has been extremely active with keeping us informed and working with them. Our liaison with the organization, and I certainly appreciate her for that. So we are working on trying to improve or continue to work with that also. And again, it just figuring out more ways to get more people engaged. One thing I have noticed, coming back off of COVID, We don't have a lot of participation like we used to, but we're slowly improving and growing back into it. Even with our scholarship luncheon, we would have over 300 people attending. We had 150, and this time we hope to have more. So we're coming out of this and COVID, and but we also have some economy issues. Some persons are concerned with cost. Yes, someone stated the seasoned members are those that seem to participate more with the um, scholarship luncheon, but they have been the foundation, the force, the driving force to help bring in the funds, as well as reaching out to the community, to churches, and using a variety of methods such as this, as well as our chance to win, to help bring in funds with that event. So these are some factors that we do have to look at and take an account of for the past. Since we've had COVID, we're building back up to grow strong again with all of our activities. And I'm sure that will occur or continue to occur. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And it's at 8:30, so we will do this last question and then we will save. Actually, there's a couple more, but we'll save the rest because some is addressed to other candidates that's not currently under your I'm just trying to go over some of the questions. So some of them are for candidates that's not currently on the line. So we'll address those on Wednesday if they're on the line. So for the last question for the evening, so we'll let Beverly Hatchett address this question, and then we'll let Nitra follow, and then we will close out this session. To Beverly Hatchett, in the past, the chapter seemed to enjoy connecting with the university through the sports highlight segment from Dr. Cavill, the historical presentation from Mrs. YG, and being kept up to date with events and activities at the universities. These have dwindled down drastically. These segments were not included during the current administration. Do you plan on implementing segments that will keep the chapter more connected to the campus community? If so, how or what are your plans?
Okay, the first one was the sports.
The sports and the historical presentations.
He he was trying to continue with us as often as he could, but his job responsibilities did not allow that. So there's nothing wrong with us seeking out someone else who is actively involved and can perhaps be on our agenda on a monthly basis to keep us updated with what's going on with the sports. And regarding the history, we do historian on our meetings monthly. I don't know if the question is regarding additional information for the chapter itself, or involving information regarding prayer review itself more so, but that's not a problem. We can increase in doing that also. So these items, if this is something that the members are looking forward to seeing and have missed, that is not a problem. That can be added to that, because the part we are here to continue to keep the chapter informed of what's going on with our campus activities, with our university as well, and the closer to harness closer fellowship with everybody involved in the community. So that's not a problem. That would be something that we can continue to do or increase or add to.
Thank you. Nitra, did you want to add any feedback onto that?
Sure. I think in regards to those, I know one of the things being a business owner myself for 20 something years, one of the things that made my business a successful business is building relationships. And I think that when you're in leadership type of roles, you have to build these relationships with individuals, whether they're in athletics, the history of the campus, what's going on with the students, with alumni affairs, as well as our NAA, National Alumni Association. So you have to build those relationships with people. It makes it easier to work with people, and it makes it easier to get things done, and also to create those initiatives that we're trying to tackle as a chapter. I think also as a leader, you have to know how to delegate things at times too, because as a leader, you cannot do everything yourself. So you need those other participants to kind of help and lead those initiatives. So building those relationships, creating those bonds and those relationships and those partnerships, as well as having some other people kind of take the initiative on those to create those to continue those activities and things that we need to do so that we can be more involved from both of those aspects.
Thank you, Nitra. So for those that's still on the call that are candidates, do you have any final remarks? Raymond Holly?
Uh, only other thing that I would add is that yes, we do need to get together to do more activities. We need to space it out, and we need to bring in additional people to do these activities, and not let the same people that's doing this stuff from year to year. We need to bring in additional people to assist with these activities.
Dr. Alicia Kizzy, any final remarks?
I would just like to say thank you to the members who tuned in this evening. Thank you for the questions that were presented. And certainly, thank you for the opportunity for each of the candidates to share our feedback, our insights, and our plans for the upcoming administration. And we certainly look forward to serving the students, the university, as well as the alumni of Prairie View A&M University. So thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Diane Wilkerson, any final remarks?
Yes, I'm going to piggyback off of Alicia Kizzy. I'm willing and ready to do whatever I need to do to serve the university as well as alumni chapter. And thank you very much.
Mary Garrett?
Yes, thank you so much for this candidate forum. It was very informative. So I would say, excuse me, that I would say that it would take all of us, not just the membership committee or the care committee or whatever committee we have. It takes all of us to bridge all age groups. I do have some ideas, so I will send that out. It's just that I know in this time, I know everyone is having challenges or whatever, but as Black people, we always have challenges. We just have to pivot and do what's best. So again, thank you so much for this candidate firm. Thank you.
Miosha?
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to speak in front of the Houston Alumni Chapter of Prairie View A&M University. Thank you guys for signing in to listen to each candidate and allow us to share a little bit about ourselves as well as what we hope to see or plan to do or achieve in the 2025-2027 term. If I could sum this up with takeaways from what we've been saying, and I think each candidate has said the same thing: stay engaged, be consistent, show up, get involved, and yes, it starts with a board. It starts with the committee bringing the ideas to the board, or the board vice versa. But just keeping the chapter engaged and letting people know that we're out there. And how do we do that is getting in the community. I know we service Prairie View, but if we can touch our local area, our local community, whether it's doing community services, back to school drive, something to let people know that, hey, the Houston Alumni chapter of Prairie View A&M University has this going on, to start that building of a relationship. And then I think we will continue to get more members to come in once we have more visibility within our local community. Thank you.
Nitra?
Well, thank you everyone for joining today. I appreciate you allowing me to speak today, as well as I look forward to the opportunity to serve as your future president of the Houston Alumni Chapter. I offer a unique combination of forward-looking vision, a concrete action plan, and the proven leadership experience to make that happen. My vision is to create a chapter that is not only a hub for networking, but a true community where every alumnus finds value and connection. And to achieve that, I plan on implementing a 3-point plan focused on expanding our community outreach, diversifying our social events to be more inclusive, and modernizing our communication to ensure every member is engaged. I have successfully led similar initiatives while being a member of this chapter and have a strong understanding of what it takes to organize, inspire, and drive results. So I'm not just asking for your vote, but I'm asking for the opportunity to serve this community and to build a stronger, more vibrant Houston Alumni chapter for all of us.
Thank you, Nitra. And President Hatchett.
Thank you. First, I would like to thank everyone for, although we had some difficulties, you remained online and we were able to finally connect. And this candidates forum has been like a round table. And this is something that probably should be done a little more often, along with ideas of what to do for the future, to engage with one another in this manner so that we can see where we are at point A, B, and C as far as moving forward. I would like to say that I have shown my membership for a long time. Been here in membership with the Houston chapter for many years, numerous years. I have been here during the strongest times and in the weakest times. I remain faithful, committed, dedicated, and I have been there with the chapter to help when we were just doing great things. The premier chapter raising the most funds for the university and so forth in that manner, as well as when there were times when, as I stated previously, we didn't even have money to have a scholarship banquet to give scholarships to our scholarship recipients. I came in and we helped to build it back up to where it is now, where we have brought in thousands and thousands of dollars, over 200,000. And that was with my leadership. Not only with that, I brought in younger folks to come in to assist, including the candidate Nitra, including Sonia Craven, and they were great in helping with that also. And the committee, this is not a single-handed event that occurred, but we really had to work hard to build us up back to where we are. Many of you did not see that. You don't know anything about that. But I know that when it comes to having to roll the sleeves up, I know how to get in there and fight and build us back up where we need to go. And I will continue to do so. Thank you.
All right, thank you all. And so Raymond, the last request that I have for you is once the audio is available, will you please send that over to President Hatchett so that she could send out the email so those that wish to listen in. And then I will get clarification on 2 of the questions that came in, and then I will address those along with some additional questions that we were not able to get to on this evening.
Question to Mayor before we.
Yes, that's no problem.
Okay. Yes, Joan?
Yes, I've been sitting here listening to everything, and I really appreciate this candidate forum. I think we should have been having this a long time ago. And Beverly mentioned that she's been acting since about the 80s. Well, I've been acting since the 70s. I
Yes.
finished in 70, and I joined the Alumni Association when we had the first national convention in Houston. Worked with them, but I wanted to say, I because I started that long, I had a period of like tiredness, just resting. So I've been inactive for about the past 2 years, but I want to dedicate my time now to work with the Houston Association. And I wanted to, I have several ideas that I will pass on. One is since Nature had mentioned the
So we're
1970.
not gonna do that tonight, Joan.
Wait. I just want to say we should, because of the golden classes, they have a large group working and that interest is there. So Houston chapter should go out and grab those people to come back and be active with the Houston chapter. So think about that. Think about that. And I also want to know
And
who's going to present.
I think Nitra is working with the class right now.
Yeah, that's just 75, but we need all
Mm-hmm.
those others that have passed through that. But listen, what other officers are are going to present on Wednesday? I
So
noticed.
we're hoping the rest of them will be available. That's the reason why we did the two, because we know with whatever reasons everyone was not able to make both. I know one of the questions that we'll ask at the next meeting, why was the last one postponed? So we'll let Beverly Hatchett address that at the last meeting. I'm sorry, at the next meeting. But hopefully the candidates that were not on tonight will be able to join in on Wednesday.
Just
Okay,
wondering
you
if
didn't want me to address that also tonight? You said why was the Monday event postponed?
Right. Well, that was one of the other questions when Joan brought up that question.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we'll just bring that up for the next
right.
one.
all
We good?
positions have candidates, right?
No, not all positions have candidates,
No,
Okay, so that'll be fun.
I see
and
a hand.
that will be filled by the president.
Department president. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Is there
Good
another
night,
hand up?
Another
everybody.
hand.
I
There's
enjoyed it.
another hand up, I think.
I'm yeah, it's me. I'm sure. I just wanted to make sure someone has Miss Jones' phone number.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I sent a message to her. I don't know if she got it for her question.
Hmm?
I had sent you a message because you had asked a question earlier in the
Yeah. Did you
meeting.
send it by text?
I sent it by this
Email.
chat, so I didn't know
Oh,
if you received it.
no, I have not received any direct
Okay.
message. But I don't know if Joan, if you send it to Joan, I wouldn't know. But I don't have a direct message.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I
I'll
don't
send you
think
her
I.
number, Miosha.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you all. Have a good
Thank you.
evening.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thank,
Good night.
Night.
thanks, Tamara.
Right.
Of
Thank you.
course.